Hey guys, what's up? Welcome. That was the universe telling me to drink more water. So today I wanted to share with you guys all the little tips and tricks that I have for the days that I don't wear makeup but still want to feel confident AF. I mean, that's the title of the video, isn't it? I think for a lot of us, makeup is a tool that we use to just boost our inner confidence, and I think that's a beautiful thing. That's something that we can do for ourselves, can really make us feel that much better. And I do believe that makeup does have that power, and that's part of the reason why I really love it, just because it's so transformative. But at the same time, I do want to show you guys that you can not wear makeup and still show your imperfections, but also still feel confident and beautiful. And I have a lot of tips and tricks that I like to do when I don't wear makeup to still kind of boost my skin, make me look fresh, make me look awake, even without a stitch of makeup. And so that's what I'm gonna be sharing with you guys today. And I hope that you're gonna find it helpful. If you guys have any of your own tips and tricks, obviously share them with all of us in the comments. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video, and of course, subscribe if you want to join the fam, because I would love to have you. And yeah, let's get started. I got a lot of things to talk about. Pinky swear that you're not gonna click off of the video. Pinky swear, do it, do it, do it, thank you. Thank you. I have two cliche tips that I feel like are pretty much said in every single one of these types of videos. And it's kind of annoying and a major eye roll to listen to, because it's like, okay, we get it. We all know and love it. We all need it to survive. And it's water. Water is probably one of the biggest gifts that you can give your skin. And let me tell you, I notice the biggest difference in my skin after a day of just intense water drinking. And I also notice a huge difference in my skin after a day of zero water drinking. My skin is so much glowier and just more plump after I drink a ton of water. If you don't like the taste of it or lack thereof, put a little squirt of lemon. Put a little, like, one of those like taste boosters, but drink water. It's very important. Your skin will thank you. That's all I gotta say about that. So my next cliche tip that you're gonna see in every single one of these videos, again, don't click off, it's a face roller or a gua sha. These rollers are fantastic for just decreasing puffiness, for just increasing circulation in your skin, and it's really just gonna wake your skin up, because these are amazing when you put them in the fridge or the freezer, and when you take them out, they are ice cold. And let me tell you, if you are feeling tired, just put an ice cold stone on your face. It's gonna feel amazing, and you're definitely gonna wake up, and you're gonna wake up your skin as well. So I just took mine out of the freezer, and what I do, oh my God, it feels so nice. I just kind of roll up, and you're gonna see right away that my skin is going to turn nice and rosy, because I'm just waking it up, getting in that circulation, and I'm depuffing at the same time by gently pushing my skin up towards my lymph node right over here to help kind of drain any excess fluid. Then I flip it to the other side and I do my under eye very, very gently. Listen, this is obviously more of an extra step. This is not totally necessary. This does take time, and you have to have time in the morning to be able to do this. And I totally like see that and get that, but I wanted to just show you guys every single tip that I have, and you can kind of just pick and choose the ones that you want to incorporate into your own routine if you have the time, if you want to, etc., etc. That's one side, that's the other. Do you guys see a difference? I don't know. Either way, it just feels amazing. Like, who doesn't want a nice little face massage? So next I'm gonna go in just to wash my face. This is a pretty basic step. I'm gonna be using my Tatcha, the rice wash. I do really like this specifically because it does have very, very, very fine particles of rice in here, which actually do gently exfoliate the face. I'm personally not a big fan of really rough and abrasive exfoliators. I just find they're kind of damaging to the skin. And I also find that they just make my skin a little bit too irritated, which is not what I want. This guy though is really gentle. I do think exfoliation, or just getting rid of the extra dead skin that may be on your face, is a really great extra step to take to, again, just kind of wake up the skin. And it's also going to just give your skin a little bit more of a glow, and that's really what we're trying to get. So I'm just washing my face as I normally would. It's super awkward to do this not in front of a sink. Okay, I'm gonna go rinse this off and I'll be right back. So like I said, removing the dead skin on my face is really a great way to kind of just like wake up the skin and make it look nice and fresh. I have two options here in case you don't really feel like you're gonna have time in the morning to do this. So the first option, and this is for somebody who doesn't really have a ton of time in the morning but still wants to take that additional step in making sure that their skin is really, really nice and smooth, and that is using an overnight mask. So I actually used this on my skin last night. This this is the SkinCeuticals Glycolic Brightening Renew Overnight Nightly Treatment, which promotes cellular turnover and refined radiance. I do really, really like this mask. I do find that it helps a lot in improving the texture. I do wake up in the morning, my skin isn't quite as rough as when I went to sleep the night before. So this is actually quite effective. But if you want to use something the day of, this guy is fantastic because it's just a 5-minute mask, so you don't need a ton of time for it to actually work. This is the Used to the People Resurfacing Energy Facial. It's an instant microdermabrasion enzyme treatment. Very similar to the overnight mask, this guy does a very, very good job in just making your skin feel smoother and just helping with that texture. And in turn, that is going to make your skin look glowier when there is less texture on your face. And I stand corrected, it actually says to leave on for 2 to 3 minutes, so you don't even need to leave it on for a full 5 minutes. So because I did already put on this glycolic mask last night, I'm not going to put on the other one just because I feel like that's probably not good for my skin. It's a little bit too much, and my skin is feeling really nice and smooth, so I don't feel like I need it. So the next step is applying a vitamin C serum. This is my SkinCeuticals Floretin CF serum, and this guy is so good. This is probably one of the best skincare products I've ever incorporated into my routine. Vitamin C is really great for hydration, it's great for brightness, and it also is really good for evening out the skin tone and reducing redness. Wow, 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 wow. Like when I say that this is effective, this is the most effective vitamin C serum that I've tried. I've tried a bunch, and this is the one that is truly right at the top. I feel like SkinCeuticals vitamin C serums are kind of known to be some of the best. So this is the one product that I have to apply every single morning, no matter what I'm doing, because I find it makes the largest difference in the way that my skin looks. So I just put 4 little droplets on the palm of my hand, and then I'm just gonna press it onto my skin. So next up, it's time for my army of moisturizing products. I do have a pretty dry skin type, and so I do find that when I very heavily moisturize my skin, it just looks its best. When I don't, that's when it doesn't look so good. So I have 3 moisturizing products that I'm going to layer onto my face. I'm first gonna go in with just my day cream. I kind of switch between a lot of different day creams. It's the Ren Evercalm Global Protection Day Cream. I like this because it is just really nice and simple. I don't need something super heavy, since I am going in with 2 other products on top of it. So of course, just massaging this all over my face, and don't forget to bring it down your neck and even on your chest. So next, it's time to apply an eye cream. Now, if you want to use something that's going to make you look quote unquote better without makeup, then I do recommend an eye cream that's meant to brighten up the under eyes. And I do really like the Ola Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream for that. Trust me, it's not like you're putting on concealer, but it does make that difference. So this is what the cream looks like. You want to use a pretty small amount of your eye cream. You definitely don't want to over apply. And then you just want to gently tap underneath the eyes. So this next step is something that I would skip if you have a very oily skin type, because it's probably just not needed. But if you have normal to dry or maybe combo skin, then I would definitely recommend applying an oil on top of your moisturizer. It's really going to lock everything in. It's going to make your skin look and also feel very, very hydrated. And again, it's just going to make your skin look so nice and dewy and fresh. I'm going to take my Alper Oils, the beard oil. Now this is called the beard and face oil, so it's not just meant for beards. Don't let that scare you off, obviously, if you don't have a beard on your face. The reason why this oil is meant for beards is because it's really fast absorbing, which is actually the reason why I like it, especially in the summertime when I don't really need the most intense hydration. I like something that is a little bit more lightweight, and that's what this oil is perfect for. So I just put a couple drops and I'm pressing it into my skin. I'm not rubbing like crazy. So the very last step in my skincare routine is of course sunscreen. This is a Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen in SPF 40. This is a really great sunscreen for this type of look. This actually has a silicone-like consistency to it. And I find that this does a really good job in kind of blurring my skin, which is pretty amazing, especially for a look like this where we're not applying makeup on top, to be able to get a product that is obviously going to protect your skin, but it's also going to give it a bit of a smoother blurring appearance is kind of Perfect. So we pretty much took care of the face, but we cannot forget about the lips. So I am quickly going to exfoliate my lips and then moisturize them with a pretty hefty lip balm. I always think having really juicy, balmy lips is a beautiful way to enhance them without putting any color on them. And then of course, with the exfoliation, you are going to get a little bit more blood flow to your lips. So it's going to make them look a little bit more plump, and just overall getting rid of the dead skin on your lips is always a good idea. So I'm going to go in with my Lush Cherry Lip Scrub and just quickly scrub. You could also use a dry toothbrush, that works great, and it's obviously one less product to use. And then for my lip balm, I'm taking my Laneige Vanilla Sleeping Mask, putting a really thick layer on. I was very tempted to go in with a tinted lip balm, but I'm really trying to be pretty true to this concept and not use one stitch of makeup on my face. So the very last skincare product that I'm going to be putting on my face, this is again totally optional, but like I said, I want to just provide you with all of the tips, and then you can take and leave what you feel like you want to incorporate into your own routines. But that is taking a very, very thick moisturizer and kind of using it as a cheek highlighter, because obviously we don't have enough glow on the face. That's sarcastic. So you can totally use Vaseline for something like this, but I really love the Welleda? Oh God, I don't know how to say this. So this is the Skin Food Original Ultra Rich Cream. Katie Jane Hughes, I feel like, has made this product famous, at least in my head it has, because I bought this because of her. This is a very thick and very rich cream. In the winter time, I was putting this all over my face. In the summertime, it is way too rich for me, but I do really like to use it as kind of like a cheek highlighter because it is so thick and balmy. It kind of creates a really nice glow on the skin. So I just took a little bit, I'm rubbing it between my fingers to kind of warm it up. And I'm just gonna tap it on the tops of my cheekbones like I would a highlighter. And this is a wonderful natural way to just get a little bit more glow to your skin if you feel like you want it. So the skincare part of this routine is definitely the most important part and the part that I feel like really makes the biggest difference. But I do have a couple other tips and tricks that don't have anything to do with skincare that I feel like also make a big difference in the end. So let's talk brows. I personally feel like 10% more confident when my brows are freshly done. I feel like having freshly groomed or just groomed brows is a great way to make yourself feel like you're more put together when you don't have any makeup on. So right now my brows are not done at all. Today I'm just gonna quickly clean up my brows myself. I'm now actually gonna take a little bit of my Skin Food, like the teeniest, tiniest little amount. Again, I'm really committing to the no makeup here. You can totally just brush through a brow gel if you want, but if you really just wanna go makeup free, you can take a little bit of your moisturizer. I like the Skin Food because it is a little bit on the thicker side, so I actually feel like it has more hold. And I'm just gonna brush this through my brows. Now, it doesn't have the same type of hold as a brow gel would, but it does tame them somewhat. So you are gonna get something. The last thing that I'm going to be doing to my face is curling my lashes. This is a classic tip that I'm sure a lot of you guys already know. This is a great way to open up your eyes without putting on a stitch of mascara, because it's obviously just lifting up your lashes and making your eyes look more open. I mean, look at that difference between both eyes. Like, this eye automatically looks so much more awake. It's kind of crazy. So the next few tips that I have are just a few little finishing touches that I feel like are kind of the cherry on top of the sundae to just make you feel really good. So the first tip that I have is wear some jewelry, or more specifically, earrings. I feel like whenever I wear earrings, I automatically just feel so much more, I keep saying put together, but that really is the best way to describe it. You could totally just throw in a pair of simple gold hoops and call it a day, and that's a perfect way to kind of just jazz up your look. Or you can create a little ear party, which is something that I often like to do. First of all, I kind of feel like it makes me feel a little bit more badass when I have some fun things going on in my ears, and I think it's just, again, a great way to just dress up your look a little bit when you don't have any makeup on. So I actually recently purchased some new things from Lily Class, but I haven't yet even put them in my ears, so I'm really excited to do that. It's one of my favorite jewelry brands. They have really beautiful, beautiful pieces. So these little guys are called the Marquise Pave Hoops. They're from a brand new collection they just released, and they're so pretty and sparkly, and I think putting on sparkly earrings is, again, a really great way to literally add sparkle to your face. So cute. I also picked up these ear cuffs. They're called the cami ear cuffs. and they're also really fun and sparkly. So I thought this would be a great addition to my ear. And these are great because you don't have to have any additional piercings to wear them. How cute is that? That is so cool. So the last thing that I'm going to do to finish all of this off is my hair. And that doesn't really mean that you need to go in and like start curling your hair or straightening it or putting a lot of time or effort into it. If you want to just keep it very, very simple, you can create just a very slick back low bun. And that's a really great, very quick, very easy way to create more of like a style in your hair without really doing much. And another little tip is to perhaps switch out your pink scrunchie for more of a chic black faux leather one. And especially because we have that little ear party going on, it's nice to show it off. Here's what it looks like. It's really just like the simplest bun ever. I just wrap my hair and then put the scrunchie around. Okay, we are almost done. I have one last tip, and that is to moisturize your body. It's never a bad idea to moisturize your chest, to moisturize your arms, to give yourself a little bit of a glow, not just on your face, but on your body as well. That's another great way to just kind of make yourself feel, I'm saying it again, more put together. So I'm using my Alpert Oils Infinite Oil. I love this because it really does hydrate the skin, and it also adds such a pretty, very natural glow. This is not like a body highlighter or anything crazy. It really just makes your skin look properly hydrated. It also smells amazing. Speaking of smelling good, great transition. I think that perfume is a great way to finish off whatever look you have, whether you're wearing makeup, whether you're not wearing makeup, whether you're actually going somewhere or you're just staying home. A certain scent can really affect your mood. So if you feel like you want to feel more confident or like sexy one day, then put on a scent that makes you feel that way. If you want to feel a little bit more calm one day, put on a scent that makes you feel that way. I feel like, again, scent is such a powerful way to really shift the way you feel, and I think it would be silly to not take advantage of that. Today I'm gonna put on my Byredo Super Cedar perfume. This is actually quite a comforting scent for me. Whenever I smell this, I kind of just have this like, feeling. Like it feels really nice. I don't know if it's because it's associated with like really good memories for me, but it just feels good. So that's why I love it. I'm gonna just put on 2 nice spritzes of it. The very last thing that I want to say is just the importance of positive self-talk. I think we are always our own worst critics, and it's so easy to like look in the mirror or just feel really shitty about yourself and start talking down to yourself. And even if you may not necessarily totally believe it, I think it's so important to be your own #1 fan and tell yourself that you're beautiful, that you're amazing, that you're confident, and that you're a badass bitch, because let me tell you, you are. And even if it feels really, really hard to on some days, you kind of just gotta fake it until you make it. Trust me, I know it's so much easier said than done, but there's no other place to start. There really isn't. You have to start on the inside, and whatever you feel on the inside is gonna reflect on the outside. So if you feel confident, if you tell yourself that you're confident and that you look amazing, whether or not you're wearing makeup or you're wearing a certain type of clothes or whatever it is, even if you just rolled out of bed, you are beautiful, you are confident, you are amazing, and tell yourself that, and you will end up feeling it. I know that that's probably the cheesiest thing I've ever said, and I know a lot of you guys are probably rolling your eyes, but it's true. There's so much power in your thought and the way that you talk to yourself. And if you talk to yourself in a negative way, it's gonna affect you. But if you talk to yourself in a positive way, it's also going to affect you, but obviously in a much more positive way. So guys, that is it for today's video. Those are all of the little tips and tricks that I have to feel more confident when you're not wearing makeup. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and maybe learned something new today. Let me know all of your thoughts down below and the ways in which you make yourself feel more confident when you maybe aren't wearing any makeup, or even when you are wearing makeup. Like, what do you do for yourself just to make yourself feel really, really good? Hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy today's video, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.